I think I'm live. Hold on, let me just put my headphones in. I didn't even put those on. The volume down on my side. Hold on. Okay, there we go. Stream is here. Okay, I think I need to put my chat up first. Hold on. Hello again, Arcfiend. How are you doing? Welcome to the stream as usual. Oh, I'm already yawning. Oh god, I'm already yawning. Even it's not yet. I'm alright, how are you? I'm doing pretty okay actually. I do have a lot to talk about, so I hope you're doing okay. I know it's early morning for you, but yeah, just trying to set this stuff up. I think my music is still too loud on my side. Hold on. But yeah, I think things have been pretty okay. Yeah, I just kind of want to get back into streaming as soon as possible. I was gonna give only 1 a.m. Oh, only 1 a.m. Damn, that's a flex. But yeah, I was even contemplating today whether I wanted to stream today, but I really wanted to do this. So, that was the event. Yeah, that's what I was gonna talk about. Yeah, let me just get the volume low on my side first, because it's the way I'm set up here is a little annoying. Okay, there we go. Let me just get my OBS out. Okay, perfect. Yeah, so the nitride gloves. Yeah, last stream when I did the coloring, I used the blue gloves here because obviously the leather gloves was going to be way too complicated with like using it, I guess, using the pencils. So we're going to use these blue gloves. As you can see, the ambience is a little different here. I decided to kind of put on my like flood lighting here, my LEDs, and put it on the blue that I usually do. And then I have like this little lantern here from the event that was given to me, just to do some ambient stuff. And then we have the Gundam that I got from the convention. So here is XXXG-01D Gundam Deathscythe, high grade version. So this is what it kind of looks like. White here, some blues and stuff, green. It kind of reminds me of like Ava, like Neon Genesis, whatever you want to abbreviate it to. So I really liked it, but this is technically not an accurate version. Sorry, Vine ruined the way I say that word. Accurate, not DJ Khaled. But this is what we're doing. So we're doing, again, the Deathscythe, but the clear color, my model's covering it. Can I move aside? Like, yeah, it says clear color on here. So all the pieces here are like transparent. This is, as you can see, in the corner, it says here limited item. So yeah, this is like, usually when I go to this convention, the play mod like vendor there, they usually bring in like these rare, not rare, but like limited / rare, I guess you could say, yeah, rare, clear versions of these models, which I really like. I really like the look of it. Another thing, I also have this pad underneath here, which this is the back of my green like cutting board, but the actual cutting board underneath here is so like covered in paint and it's so cut up. It's a dollar store mat, so it's not going to be, you know, the best looking. So I decided to flip it around and have it gray. I did the one from also Gundam Wing. You know what? I'm not a like Gundam connoisseur, as in like I watch the shows and stuff. I just like building them, and I try to educate myself through like the actual Gunpla. I would love to watch the shows. I heard one of the shows were like really good. But you know, Wing Gundam is actually my favorite. If we were to talk about like what the favorites are. Hold on, let me put the gain down on my Am I putting the gain up or am I putting the gain down? Okay, yeah. It was kind of going to the red. I am a little loud, so maybe this is okay. Yeah, okay. That reminds me, I ordered a new mouse and pad. I'm not. Sorry, I'm trying to look over my microphone. I'm not one either. I only watched the standalone ones, and I started with Gundam Wing. Yeah. Yeah, I just kind of learned through Gunpla. Yeah, again, I would like to watch the anime, but Winged Gundam is definitely my favorite, right beside Deathscythe, because I think the Deathscythe concept is kind of cool. I mean, I was a Soul Eater kid growing up, so that was my favorite, like, weapon in general. So yeah, I'm gonna move that to the side for now. Oh yeah, so we have this like cute little lantern thing going on. Let me just put the volume down a little low for the music. Just a teensy bit. That I got from the event, and I wanted to use it for ambience. I got it for free. This is usually, like, they usually sell this at their booth, but these were just old, and so they just gave it to us for free. Another thing, we're gonna bring out the monkey. Here's my little monkey Gundam pot thing that I have here. I have my pliers here. I have some of my sandpaper here. This is some new sandpaper I got with the new Gundam I got. I got some markers. I usually don't use markers, but I would love to learn how to use them one day. I actually recommend watching Gundam 8th MS Team since it's short and standalone. I should get a Gundam at some point. Yeah, for sure. Gundams are really good for like when you want to like relax, just like wind down, focus on something. That's kind of like my preferred way to like just have time to myself, and it's just like really fun like building these things. The instructions are pretty clear, and you get to make a cool robot out of it. So yeah, this is my little monkey. Again, the blue light is like kind of draining out, but it is a light blue monkey with a yellow banana. I painted this. I went to dollar store and I found this. I wasn't like searching for it. I just saw it and I just bought it. And I didn't actually use the paint that came with the monkey. I actually used my own like student grade paint that I had from years of being in art school that I didn't graduate from. And then yeah, those little designs on the back. Oh, designs on the back right here. And I made it extra good because it's like I primed it before I painted it, and then I sealed it up with a sealer. So this is like trying to make it the best I could do. So I'm gonna put that on top of the lantern here. And because of how this is set up, you might not be able to see it clearly what I'm doing, but I can see with my own vision that it's pretty clear here. So I guess with that being said, I'll kind of like pull everything out. I technically did open the box. I just didn't open up like the actual pieces or whatever. Like I didn't open up the bags, so we can get like the full experience. But you know, the box when they gave it to me wasn't even taped up, but everything is sealed. So also the box here again with the lighting, it looks drained out. It actually in real life this is all monochrome. When you get Gundams. If it's like this monochrome color, usually it's like a washed monochrome of like reds or like dark blues, depending on what the Gundam you get. Clear versions, it's always this like monochrome look to it. Ooh, I moved the camera. This monochrome look to it. So I'm gonna open it up and see what it looks like. I'm excited. I haven't done Gundam in a while. I rarely ever get it, so. And it should look like this. If you get a Gundam that is not sealed up with bags, you should be concerned. We got the pieces here. Yeah, I'm gonna put it on the side. A lot of this stuff I'm just gonna put on the side of my bed because, yeah, just to make things clean. Oh, we got these pieces right here. We got some clear pieces. Yeah. If you're curious, this Gundam was about $25. I think they were having a sale at the time. So I don't know if it was specifically this one, but this is a high grade model. It was 25. Got that. More pieces. I'm checking to see which one are like the actual like joints. Did I skip that one? Oh yeah, I think the joints are like in this box right here. Oh, sick. Less than I thought for cost. Yeah, it depends on where you get them. If there is like an entry grade Gundam that you can buy, literally called entry grade. So there's different grades to Gundams. You got the high grade, like for example, like high grade, perfect grade, real grade. And those all have like levels to it of like complexity. Um, so for this one, this is a high grade. It's gonna be pretty small. I would even say it's like, for like, if we use this booklet for like scale, let me just move this. If we use this booklet for scale, it's probably like, from down here, it's probably like this big, the Gundam. It's pretty small. Like, it looks like it's gonna be big. It's pretty small, the high grades. I can even pull an example because I only do high grades. Just give me one moment. Okay, sorry, I had to plug my headphones back in. So this is like, for scale, this is my hand, I guess. Literally the size of my hand. And this is, again, this is the clear version. This is not the regular version. I usually get this at the convention I go to, so yeah. And I like it because the clear versions look like it has like more detail than it actually has. But I like it because it reminds me of like a PlayStation or something, or if you get like a Game Boy and you get like the clear versions. But again, like the entry grade, I'm just gonna put them in the side. The entry grade Gundams, like if you were to search on Amazon, if you were to search properly, I mean, you could find one for like $8 or something like that. I think, I remember when I went to the convention and I saw the Gundam like section, because they came from like a faraway place, I guess they were like pricing them higher, and like the entry grade that they got, they're like, oh, it's like $14 or something like that. And I'm like, what the hell? And because you're from America, if you have a Barnes and Nobles nearest to you, I don't know if this is still true, but I'm pretty sure Barnes and Nobles sell Gundam. So if you have that around, like check to see if they have Gundam at Barnes and Nobles. The Canadian version of Barnes and Nobles, we don't sell Gundam, so that kind of sucks. So I think you have more access to me. Your access than me, sorry. If I need to get a Gundam, I have to go to like an anime store or a specialty hobby store, which is not near, it's not near my place. So, let me just show you. Don't worry, I will talk about my event. Don't worry. I'm just sure I'm setting it properly. So I have everything. I have like everything on the side of my bed. So this is like a instruction manual. It's gonna look like this. So instructions, they have it translated to both like Japanese and the English on here, and you know, instructions are pretty clear. If you want to start with like Gundam, I specifically started with high grade, so if you want to start there, go ahead. Again, there is like the entry grade Gundam that you can buy made for beginners that you could try first before you want to like really delve into it. I wouldn't say starting the high grade was like as easy or whatever, because I did do an entry grade Gundam at the convention. I was with my cousin, and we decided, I was like, hey, let's just go to the Gunpla section where they teach you how to make Gundams, and it wasn't for me. My cousin was a little interested, and yeah, it was pretty easy. It's just like this has like more detail to it, so if you just want something with like more detail to start with, I don't know. I personally started with high grades. I've been doing high grades. I haven't done another grade before because I don't actually have the room for another grade. The other grades might be a little bit too large for me. So there is a great video on YouTube. I don't know who it's by, but if you search up like a Gundam guide, like how to start. There's like a Gunpla 101 video that's probably like 40 minutes long, but it's very informative if you want to start. I don't know why I'm slurring my words. Yeah, okay. Let's just start. So I'm gonna have my instruction manual on the side again. If the lighting gets a little bit too annoying for me, because I personally, again, I can see everything pretty clearly, I will probably turn the light on and it's gonna ruin the ambience. So if you're okay with that, whatever. Also, let me just shout out some people. Roger V and Fatal Error, thank you for following. Sorry, my alerts didn't go off the last stream. I don't know why. It is fixed, like the chat is fixed now, so I just want to give a shout out. I just noticed that I had some new followers. So thank you so much for following. Thank you for liking the content. You don't have to comment, it's okay, but you know, I'm just glad you guys are here. So let's get started. I'm gonna open this up. This is start 1, so I'm gonna keep it on the side for me. Let's actually start opening up the packets. So for the event that I went for the weekend, starting Thursday and then ending on Sunday, I did some volunteer work. Here's my little baby scissors. For some reason, I really like using like tiny scissors for my big hands. I don't know why I don't like using actual scissors for my actual hand size. But it's been something that I've been participating in for a bit. This was my 4th year doing this convention thing. And I was like really excited to do it and I had a lot of fun. It was a lot of hard work, like a lot of talking, a lot of just like dealing with attendees and their what they need and stuff. I hate to say the word dealing, but I mean, I guess working with attendees to help them, I guess, because if you say dealing, it just sounds like they're being a nuisance. One thing I don't like about Gundams is the amount of plastic that comes with these. I just hate it. It's just a bunch of bakwas, a bunch of stupid, bakwas, dumb, idiot, stupid shit right here. That was some Punjabi words, if you guys were wondering. Here's the actual like Deathscythe. That looks so cool. It's very Y2K. There's like neon stuff. Here's all of the bits to help with connecting, like the joint. I like to call these the joints. There's like some technical terms for these, but I like calling these joints. We got like the little hands here, the extra little itty bitty stuff. I hate using these sometimes, like the little like connecty pieces. It's annoying. I'm gonna put that in the box. That's how I like usually do it. I like to put it back in the box like this. There's some Gundam builders. I'll be drawing during the stream. Damn, there's a bunch of plastic. Yeah, I know. You know, it is Japan though. They use a lot of plastic. Let's open this up. So we got like stickers here too. I see like the little faceplate here. I might actually need to go grab my tweezers if I need to use the stickers at some point. So, but yeah, it was really fun. You definitely like if you are a constant con goer. Man, I hope this crunching is not too loud. I mean, I do have like limiters and compressors on my mic. I hope it doesn't pick it up too much. If you're a regular con goer, you know, sometimes you'll get like the con blues of like having to wait for another year for a convention, or when you're done with a convention, having to realize that it's done and then having to go back to your regular day job and like just pretend that, I don't know, not pretend that it didn't happen, just like going back to like not doing that. And yeah, I'm kind of feeling it. I mean, the one thing that the volunteering stuff like did was give me a lot of back pain and gave me a lot of leg pain because you're like standing on for a very long time, and I don't normally exercise, so my body wasn't feeling it. But you know, you get to meet a lot of people, talk to a lot of people, and like volunteering for like conventions and stuff, at least with this convention, from my experience, like it just feels a little bit more satisfying um compared to like being an attendee personally. Um because usually with my friends, like they usually can't afford like the all 3 days. So they usually just go for like the 1 day. You can get like a 1 day ticket for conventions and stuff. And then like for me, it's like if there's not a lot of panels you want to see, like sometimes you're just kind of there for 3 days and it's like you don't know what to do. I don't know. Because I live farther away from the convention. So like things like the annual rave that happens or like some after parties that happen, I don't really like go to because I can't really. Um, but I would love to do the whole like con experience one day. Here's some other itty bitties. Doop, doop, doop. Yeah, so like for example, the convention that I volunteer for, it's like the biggest one in the city. Oh god. I saw the lagging on my OBS. I mean my dad's not here today, so he's not like streaming like a crazy movie or something. My god, I hope it doesn't crash. I remember the last stream, it wasn't crashing, so hopefully it doesn't crash. And I knew that because my dad wasn't watching a movie at like late night. But for example, for, you know, including like the vendors, the voice actors that come, like all the famous people that come, on Saturdays we have like a rave, that happens at like, you know, ends at like 12 or 1 in the morning. And then we just implemented a new thing where it's like an after party for the last day of the convention. And it's basically, it starts around like 9 p.m. or something like that. And so after the closing ceremonies is done, someone will be standing outside with a sign that will lead you to the nightclub, sponsored by the convention. That will basically, you'll just have like a nice club night to celebrate the ending of the convention. And I mean, like, it's a party, like it's a huge event, and I would love to just like have a bunch of friends with me, get like the premium passes, run out of the hotel in that city, and just like to have the biggest night of our lives at like an anime convention. I think that'd be really fun. I mean, I think I'm gonna be doing event crew like all the time, just doing volunteering all the time. But yeah, in the ending ceremonies, they get to put you up on stage, and like I remember I just like put my phone out. I was like filming myself on stage, and I was like, it's great. And because I've been doing it for like, again, this was my 4th year doing it. I even had like the staff people ask, it's like, are you gonna join next year as the blue staff? Because when you're a volunteer, you wear like the pink shirts, and then the staff higher up wears the blue shirts, and then you have like the actual like CEO director people wear like black shirts. And they asked, it's like, do you think you want to join the blue staff for next year? And I'm like, I'm thinking like, you know, I live far away from you guys, and like, I don't know, it feels like way too stressful for me. So I'll just like keep being a volunteer until I'm comfortable, because with staff you kind of have to plan the convention all year round until it starts. So like, if I don't know if I'm dedicated to doing that. But yeah, because I don't think volunteering will cut me completely away from like doing more privileged stuff that the blue staff kind of does. Because if they know me very well, you know, they'll, I don't know, they'll ask me to handle like more responsibilities, I guess, or be like the seniority of the group or whatever. But it was just like on the train on the way back, you just get like really, really sad, because it's like, this is over and you have to wait next year. And you know, the convention that I go to, they have like a winter event, which is like a 2-day event, like a smaller thing. But obviously the summer event is like huger, voice actors, vendors, massive building, cosplayers, everything, like, yeah. You know, when you're a volunteer and you're like participating in the events, it's like way more, you get way more like involved. Like, I'm not saying that the attendees don't feel sad about it, but it's like, yeah, it's just, I don't know, you just really like helping people, and I don't know. I should probably build this Gundam. I don't know, I'll, get too much in my feels. Not my thing, but it sounds sick. Yeah, I know. I mean, like, are you not really an anime, like a convention goer kind of thing? Or are you just not an anime convention kind of goer, con goer? In my area too, we have like a general, like, I would call it a Comic Con, like quote unquote, of that area too. So there's like a lot of celebrities, Hollywood celebrities that come, and it's much bigger. Um, but I've only volunteered there once, and I didn't really like the experience too much. So I guess like the anime convention that I volunteer for is like a little closer. I want to start building this. Again, sorry if you can't really see clearly, but I personally can. So we're gonna start. It's asking me to start with the body. So just kind of an example of what the instructions look like. It'll tell you kind of on top like what certain like symbols mean. So 1 to 2, if it says that, like it means to assemble in this order. Clear. The pliers here, it says do not cut. That basically means that, yeah, just don't cut in these areas. There's some, like, they say that because there's some areas where I do not go to conventions really. I'm very independent in my hobbies and stuff, for the most part, other than gaming and stuff, which I do with several people. Yeah, sometimes like going to conventions is a little bit like too much to be like around, because like a lot of people who go to conventions, obviously with like the nerd stuff, they're naturally like introverted, and not saying that you won't be feeling comfortable being around people. Like I think you're, I don't want to insinuate that. But you know, there are people that like don't really go to big events like this, and so it can be very uncomfortable for them or too much. But yeah, I don't think I have too much to say about that. But yeah, like that's totally valid. Like sometimes you don't want to be in people's faces, you know. I mean, like I wasn't wearing a mask when I was volunteering there, and like right after I ended my volunteering, when I went home, I immediately took like an emergency vitamin C packet so I wouldn't get sick the next day. So yeah, do not cut. Like there's some areas with the Gundam where it looks like you need to cut it, but you just don't cut it. Sticker, so like there's like stickers that you put on here. Oh, ask the number, this is what you use. Build specific number parts. ×2 or ×3 or ×4, it's going to ask you do this, but another time. This is very common with like the arm pieces and like the leg pieces. Select a part to attach. It is not that clear, but like the instructions are clear on what it's asking you to do. It's very detailed. Even these, like, they don't even have like writing on it, but they're able to like clearly tell you. So that's kind of like what a preview of like the instruction books are. And I already need to drink water. I think the thing is too, it's like I can't even like go up to like whoever's like messing with the Wi-Fi and be like, can you like not do that? I'm streaming. They don't know that I'm streaming, so I think my mom knows, but like she's never like walked into me streaming, I think. That's another topic for another day. Yeah, I don't know why I keep pulling this out. I gotta start. How long it's been? I think it's almost been half an hour. Yeah, it's almost been half an hour. 28 minutes. So it's gonna say E1, that's like the little sheet that you need to take out, and then you need to get piece number 4. And it says not to cut these certain areas off. And then it's gonna ask you to get PC, and then 2. So I'll show you what that is. So we're gonna get E1 first. This is E1. You can tell it says E1 because it's gonna have a little tag right here. It's gonna say the number. So E1, and then number 4. So because this is clear, it's a little hard to read the numbers, but it's all good. I can see them. So this is number 4 right here. This entire piece, right here. So we're gonna cut that off. There are some Gundam builders where they like completely cut everything out, and then they start building. It's like, I can never do that. I need to do it one by one. Here's my little pliers. These are kind of like the basic pliers that you can get at like the hobby stores. This was, I think, probably like in the teens, like 13 or something like that. Very basic. They do the job. I think you can get even more expensive, like the really good ones are like really expensive, like the God Hand pliers that like every Gundam person has. Never used them, but they're like, they can be like $100. They're like bonsai nippers pretty much. I think it works best to go to your own pace. I don't really go to conventions really. Oh wait, sorry. I thought that was a new chat. Sorry, I was so into my oats. So what you're gonna do is, this really depends on the people. So these would be called gates, like these little thin parts in between the Gundam here, gates. And I just like to call these the little thangalangas, the little doodads. I'm pretty sure there's like, you know, technical terms here. And so you're gonna cut off those gates. As you can see here, I don't know if you can tell here. If you can see, if my OBS will show me if I'm showing you correctly. This? Okay. So you see this part and this part. So I know I cannot cut this little part here. I know I need to cut this part here because there is like this difference that I can tell. So make sure when you're reading the instructions to know where to cut. Because if I cut off here, that's probably a major part of that piece. Can you see that like seam in between? So I gotta make sure I gotta cut there. Usually the gates, it's like really, really thin plastic at the ends. So you can kind of tell like the piece difference. But let's cut this. So just to be safe, I like to just cut the incomplete like thing here. So I'm just gonna cut that off. This could like mess up your pliers, but I haven't had an issue before. So let's just do that. Make sure you're being patient and slow and just like reading instructions properly. So it's gonna fall out like that. And then I'm gonna go back in and completely cut off that gate. So make sure when you're doing it, the flat end is going against that area. You're not like doing it like this because you really don't know where you're going here. So yeah, this is a little tricky personally. And so it's a little like blunt here, but I'll show you what we're gonna do. Reminding me of Peter B. Parker, who calls everything a goober. Yeah. I mean, it works, right? Like, you know how like when you ask for someone, hey, can you get me that thing? And it's like they know exactly what you're talking about, but you just said thing. You know what I mean? So again, I'm gonna go up. Where's my thing? You see that seam? I know I can't cut this part off. This is an important part. I'm going to nip that off. And cut this off. Sometimes you can just like cut it right where the gate is, but just to be safe. And listen, I'm not like the best Gundam user, so there's could be like areas where it's like not the most prettiest, but you know. They're like, oh my god, we have like this little blunt end here. What are we gonna do? I want to make this prettier. Ta-da! We're gonna use sandpaper. So I actually got this with my Gundam. Usually when you go to the Gundam area, like specifically the Playmod vendor that they have there, they give you a choice. Excuse me, my chest. They're gonna give you a choice whether you want a marker or like a little panel liner or whatever, or like sandpaper. So I got sandpaper because I'm usually not a panel liner person, or at least yet. So this is the new one I got. This, I can't feel it with my gloves, but this is a medium-ish, like, basic sandpaper. Here's some of the old sandpaper that I actually have. This one you can see is kind of well-loved. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, that one, the green one. Let me show you some of my sandpaper. So I got the sandpaper separately. It came with a pack of 3. I forgot the price of it though. So when I started Gundam, I got just pliers and I got sandpaper. That's it. I'm pretty sure there's some extra things you can get, but if you're like an extreme Gundam user. So we got the green one, which is the 600. I use this one a lot. You have the... Sorry. I don't know why I'm freaking out. Where is my other... Oh, here it is. So I think I got this from like another... See how I have like 2 800s? I think I got this from like another Gundam from convention. I just completely forgot. So let's just do this. Put that back. But yeah, so I got a pack of 3. Ignore what I just did. So this is 1000. So this is the thicker, lot more grit to it kind of thing, sandpaper. 800, and I use the 600 a lot. I find that it works well for me. I think it's really good. Like, I feel like if you want to use like the 10,000, it's like that thing is like cut off terribly. And you need to use the 10,000. But I'm pretty okay with my pliers. So you use this to kind of sand off like the blunt ends. I'm pretty sure you can get like some sandpaper at like Home Depot and stuff. Like that's probably cheaper. But I just went with this because it's already cut up for me. It's like in your hands, molded and ready for your hands kind of thing. So that's kind of what I've been using. Hold on. Oh, my back is already hurting. Oh yeah, and before I started, I had to take like an ibuprofen just to like start the stream because my back was killing me. I was like trying to recover from like all that volunteer work. I still feel it. Like I felt it in my legs, my lower back, my ass. So I'm gonna use the 600 as usual. Or you know what? Let's just use... I'll have this on the side. I'm gonna take the 600 out and let's actually use like the new sandpaper that I just got. Or like, I like to call it sandpaper. I don't remember which one. I think this is the thinner side. I can't really feel it with my gloves. I don't know if you can actually use like this softer edge. I think it's just like the sponge cut. But this is the brand that it's like if you are... It's either Mr. Hobby or God Hand for like really good Gundam stuff. Yeah, similar to like Waystones, yeah, for sure. I mean, I don't shave knives down, but like, yeah. And like for like if you're really good at Gundams, I'm pretty sure like things like high grade you can get done in a day. So depending on like maybe your schedule, maybe the price of $25 to finish something in 1 day is not worth it to you. Usually for me it takes like 3 days because like I'm kind of like busy sometimes. I want to do other things usually. So we're gonna just find that blunt end. Or just like find edges in general. I'm just gonna shape this down. So it's best when this is a little gritty. There you go. So it's best when you're shaving, it's not do this. Don't do this. Like, do this. So it's flat. Then we're just gonna keep going. Especially with the clear ones, of course, like shaving it down is gonna probably fog it up a bit, but I don't care. Again, I'm not that much of a Gundam like connoisseur, so if it looks crusty dusty, like that's fine with me. It's about the fun, you guys. It's me with like books. I like paperback because it looks destroyed and I like that look. Don't like hardcover. I've talked about this before. Yeah, that's when a strop comes into play, or like a polishing grit. Oh, I don't know what a strop is. Is that like a knife thing I don't know of? Like a katana thing that I don't know of? Top here, shave it down a bit. I like this. I like the thickness of it. It feels good in my hand. But yeah, I mean, like, I think the most expensive Gundam that I've seen in real life was like $300 more, maybe $300+ to be fair. I think it's like the Unicorn Gundam that like comes with LEDs. It's like the size of it is like the half of my, not like the actual Gunpla, but like the box is like as big as maybe a little more half of my desk, like vertical wise. I saw it in real life at the convention. I was like awestruck looking at it. It was, I mean, the box is gorgeous, but I'd love to have like I would love to buy something like that, like a perfect grade, like Gundam that takes like months for me to finish kind of thing. Usually with Gundam, people, they usually recommend to do like either like high grade or entry grade. I think a grade over that I think is the real grade, I think. Um I might be wrong, but with high grades they don't have like an internal like skeleton to it that you have to build and then put on top. High grades you just kind of like put it together and like the body's done kind of thing. Yeah, it's usually like leather strap with two different sides and you attach a blade edge along to get rid of the unwanted loose bits and finish the blade if you're not using like a 8,000 gritstone. Okay, that's interesting. Um, Sorry, I'm running a blank. Sorry, guys, I have a thing in my brain that has that messes with my brain and I just blank out sometimes. Yeah, so it's just kind of like what I'm doing right now, just like getting rid of those like loose little bitties. Um, so it's time to do the joints, I believe. So I need PC2. Yeah, but there's like Gundam competitions where you get like kind of buy a bunch of model kits and make your own Gundam. Because eventually like these kind of have like a first PC. These eventually like you'll eventually realize that these have like a system to it that's very similar to each other. So once you kind of get used to how that works, you can kind of like build your own like Gundam model. PC is this little tiny one, I think. Yeah, this is PC. It is not saying. Yeah, it's not too clear, but it says PC here. It says O2, PC O2, so I'm gonna. There's a PC O1. Oh, this is C2. I just gotta double check. Always gotta double check. Okay, yeah, that number 2 means nothing. So I'm just gonna get the number 2 here. These are like little soft, so these are like easier to cut, but you also have to be careful because these are like the joint to help like put everything together. So make sure you're not like cutting it too deep because again, these are softer, so it's gonna be a little easier to cut them too deep. And for anyone who's new here, sorry, my Wi-Fi or whatever is a little, see how I like just cut like butter like that? My Wi-Fi is a little janky and I'm using Wi-Fi to stream this with my phone. So if the stream cuts off, that's just my Wi-Fi being really weird. And hopefully, definitely come back to the stream, see if it like comes back online. Yes, not yesterday. The last stream I did was fine. Like there was no crashing whatsoever. And again, like I've said before, I'm assuming this was because the person that streams movies like at 12 a.m. in the morning is watching a movie, and so that's why the Wi-Fi goes down. But they're not here today, and so hopefully everything is fine. But yeah, just cut that off, and I'm just gonna be careful and make sure I'm cutting little nips off. Nice. And usually you don't have to shave these down because these are so soft. But yeah, but the convention, lots of talking. There was also like some stuff that kind of annoyed me with like attendees. As someone who's like a avid con goer and who does a lot of convention volunteering, you get like the kind of same complaints from attendees a lot, which I understand, like It's like they spend a lot of money on this and they don't understand why things aren't going smoothly. Let me take some water before I talk. I was actually given a halls by one of my staff guys that I didn't end up using. Oh, it's right beside me. So I actually have it right here. So if I need to have a halls, I will do that. But one thing about cons is the one main thing that people should know is that if you want to see an event, you gotta line up like 6 hours before. That is the con experience. You gotta line up 6 hours before the event so you can guarantee that, you know, you can get in or whatever, get your autograph or whatever. And for some people who are not con goers, like, I'm just reading my instructions. For people who are not con goers are like really confused. It's like, what do you mean you have to line up 6 hours before? Listen, like that's just what you gotta do. It's a very common thing in convention stuff. That you have to arrive very early, and early bird gets the worm. So if you couldn't get into something, or we couldn't put you in the room, or you couldn't get an autograph, sorry, like that's just how it goes. We have a schedule and we have to meet that schedule. For example, sorry, this is also a test to see if I can like do Gundams while I'm talking, and I think I'm failing. So okay. And again, when I do Gundam, I tend to like mess up sometimes, and I want to make sure that I'm doing it right the first time. But for example, we have some voice actors. One of them was obviously very famous. He did like one of the One Piece, the original Japanese voice actor of one of the One Piece characters. It wasn't Luffy. It was someone like Zoro or something. You know, one of those characters. And so we had people line up. Obviously, people come in like 6 hours before so they can guarantee a spot. So we have like a lineup outside of the actual lineup. And so when people actually come in, then we can actually put them in the lineup area. So we do like an unofficial lineup. And then when time comes, we'll actually put them in the lineup. And then when that fills up, we stop that other line and then wait till it kind of empties out kind of thing. But because there were so many people, what we had to do is we had to put like ribbon. Yeah, talking and doing this is hard for some reason. We had to like cut the middle of the line and then have the first people to come in, like the first people that are in the front of the line to go. And then if the voice actor was okay with doing more autographs, then he can do more autographs. Sorry, I'm just trying to... When I'm talking to stories, I can't do anything at the same time. So what happened is that when there... I think one of the voice actors, we had to do this, where we had to tell the second half of the line that, like, sorry, she's not taking any more autographs in today. Like, she's done. I'm sorry you couldn't get an autograph, but she does not want to take any more autographs today. And I think she had another autograph signing later that day. But like in some cases, it's like that one day is the only time they can go. And so if you didn't get the autograph, you didn't get the autograph. But yeah, I mean, I feel really bad for these people, right? They wait for a very long time and then they end up not getting it, but you waited 3 hours and the other person waited 7 hours. So the person who waited 7 hours is going to get the autograph. That's just how it is. And the thing is, too, it's like, we did not make that decision. It was the voice actors that, like, didn't want to see you. So if you want to DM the voice actor and tell them why I didn't get their autograph, go ahead. We're just following what they wanted, so, yeah. Which, again, that sounds very, like, passive-aggressive, like, I don't know. But it is a little annoying sometimes because, you know, we're trying our best to keep everyone calm and, like, do everything. And it does get a little jumbled when you have people come in and like want to wait and and like it hasn't even started yet, and like they're just kind of confusing other attendees, and it's like it's not their fault, of course. It's just that sometimes, we're just trying to make the best ever everything. I think I had one people. It's reality, and people just gotta deal with their choices. Yeah, and the thing is, like, that's just like a common thing with like convention going is that you have to expect that that is going to happen. Um, and I understand if you're like your first time person, like you didn't get that the first time, but like I guess a second time you just have to learn, I guess. If it's like if it was your number one priority to get like a signature from this person, sorry, I don't know where I'm supposed to like this, yeah. If it was like your number one priority to like get this autograph, you should have just like planned that, I don't know, better, I guess. And if you really want the autograph, I suggest getting like the premium passes where you get a special line where you get to go in first before everyone else. So, yeah. I think I had one. We had a huge like VTuber concert that was happening. We had 4 different lineups, and the last lineup snaked around the building. You had to like go outside. We were able to fit everyone in, so that's how big the ballroom was. But we had a huge VTuber concert, and I think we had another concert before where it's like people were waiting and we filled up capacity, and like everyone who was waiting in line, it's like, sorry, we're filled capacity, we can't bring anyone else in. And there was like people complaining, it's like, oh, we waited here for so long, and it's like, sorry, and like there's nothing we can do, or full capacity for your safety, we cannot bring any more people in. And there was people who asked like, so like, is it okay maybe if I like wait here, and if someone like comes out I can like go in? It's like, well, they didn't say this directly, but it's like, well, if someone comes out, like, they probably came out because they needed to go to the bathroom and come back in. So, they didn't just like want to completely leave the concert. Like, we can't guarantee that, you can get a spot in. And then I heard there were some people that were so desperate to get in that they were like trying to sneak in through the exit doors. Which sucks because we've been trying to explain that like when things are over capacity, if you're not listening to that, dare I say Travis Scott. So if you do not care about that, I mean, why blame me? You're the one who is causing like harm. I'm sorry, this is like the bluntest I can get. This is the reason why we did it. Especially on Saturday, we had to do overflow line because the vendor hall was over capacity. And for people's safety, we had to make a secondary line in another room, in an overflow room. So that way, when there's enough people that leave, we can bring you in. But yet people did not understand that, or people complained, or they did understand that, but like they did not want to, like they did not care. Like they were like, I'm willing to go inside a crowded room that can cause real bad damage to guests. Like, and you're doing this for what? Anime titties? I don't know. Because I think there's a difference where it's like you have like the building, right? This is a perfect example. You have the building. This is the building. The building is huge. We can fill so many people in this building. So we have a capacity to fill this entire building. So we have a lot of people to come in. This is the vendor hall. This is the where you get like your art and stuff. This has a capacity to it. We cannot fit everyone that's in here inside this hall, right? So, we have to do safety precautions to make sure nothing bad happens here, right? So if you're wondering why we can't fit people, it's because this is a small room and this is a bigger building that we can fit all these people, because it's not just vendors that happen. On this side of the building there's panels, on this side of the building there's concerts, like there's other places that people can go to, right? Yeah, sorry, I just get like upset about it because it's, it's people's safety that we're trying to like deal with here. Yeah, I don't know. Because it's not only just people who get the 3-day tickets, it's people that come in like they just come in for that day and maybe they just discovered that the anime convention was there. They come into the building to get a 1-day ticket, like, and there's gonna be more people, right? Um, but yeah, it gets me a little riled up. Like we're just trying to be safe, y'all. If like I remember someone said like it's not our fault that you're bad at managing your time, right? If you want to get somewhere, you got to wake up early, okay? I mean, probably different if you have a premium pass, but if you want to really get somewhere, you gotta plan that out. I'm sorry. Let's just have some fun. Then we get to E17, so that's just the whole last piece that I just click into. E17. 7, this one right here. But you know, yeah, it's like sometimes when it does come to like safety and stuff, I do not hold back with if I need to get passive aggressive with someone because it's a safety issue, and if you don't want to comply, you're just a loser. Like you just hate. You have no empathy. Like you just don't care. It's like the people who budged into like Travis Scott without the ticket and stuff. Like I know that's a terrible example, but like again, that's why we do these things. Um and again, if you don't want to deal with that, you can spend the money for premium. I think the ends are yeah, I think especially the autograph lines were definitely more annoying because again, it was the decision of the voice actor what they wanted to do. It wasn't what we wanted to do. Especially since they come from Japan, they get really like jet lagged and stuff, and so if they don't want to stay for that long and they want to go home right away, we are not going to force them to come, or we're not going to force them to like go. So we're gonna what did the instructions say? Sorry, I just got so riled up and I'm not even paying attention. This way up. Okay, yeah. There are some people who are really nice, you know. I just explained to them. They're like, "Okay, thanks. Like, thanks for letting me know." Um, but it's like it's definitely like we have to think about it because it's like anime is just gonna get bigger and bigger, and conventions are just gonna get bigger and bigger. Um, so you know, and the thing is too, it's like, well, why is the vendor hall like, um, which is reasonable? Yeah, thank you for that. Um, why is the vendor hall so small? Is well, you know, it costs money to rent these places out. This is like the biggest convention center in Vancouver. It's very expensive to rent out, and most likely, depending on how much space you want to rent out within those like rooms, is gonna cost as well. So, I think the only convention that I've been to in Vancouver where they used up the entire like vendor hall space was Fan Expo, which is like backed by or it's backed a lot, so they have a lot more money to spend to take the rest of that vendor hall room. But with our vendor hall, we had to cut it down and make sure that everything just fits just right. Um, you know, this anime convention, it's like grassroots. It's not really backed by a company. It didn't start with a huge company. We had sponsors here and there, but it wasn't to just like help with or like I don't know too much of the logistics, but someone who was an artist that like researched on like what to spend and stuff. Like I totally get like there's like a whole like inner thing that people don't understand. Like it costs money to get the shirts, the badges, the lanyards, the money for like again the rooms, the entire building, like to pay for the voice actors, to pay for like other things like guests and make sure they're getting paid and like paying. And like one thing too is like people don't realize that a lot of the convention rules that we have, it wasn't implemented by us. It was the rules of the convention center. So if the convention center didn't want something, we had to comply. So unfortunately, there's some instances where it's like if someone brought a service dog and they didn't bring like their proper like papers, the staff, it wasn't our decision to do that. The convention center says you need to make sure that, you know, service dogs have papers, which again, you know, I don't really agree too much, but if that's their rules, those are their rules. You know, so 99% of the rules that conventions make, it's not, you know, the staff of the anime convention themselves, it's the convention center people that made those decisions. Yeah. I've been a con goer for a while, so like I do have like a lot of these thoughts in my brain. Which again, like I hate that people have to bring like their papers to confirm that their service dog is a service dog or whatever. Even though they're wearing the vest and everything for like proof and stuff. I do not agree with that. I just know like I think for our convention center that was the case. Yet, you know, they want to kind of blame us for not just letting it in, because if we do not comply to the rules, the possibilities of us having another convention next year is minimum. So that's the thing with attendees. It's like they want to cause this havoc and like not follow our rules and like try to be unsafe and not realize that if that happens, if something bad happens, like it's on us, and the convention people are going to be like, yo, what the hell happened? Why is this happening? And it's like, and we're trying to explain, and then it's like, okay, fuck you guys, we're not doing this convention anymore because you guys are not like doing this or whatever. And it's like, we are trying, it's just the attendees don't want to listen. So I think that's a message for people who are going to cons. Just like, please be patient with us, and we're just trying to like, you know, do our best to make sure that everyone is accommodated, everyone is safe, and everyone understands what's going on, and that, you know, we don't want these things like cutting off lines to happen, but if it needs to happen, it needs to happen. Yeah. But I did have a fun time, so we're gonna get A24. I literally like was thinking, I was like, sometimes I was like so mad where it's like, if I have to tell like an attendee, like, because we have this thing with like the budging stuff where we give people like a card in the line, and we make like a line, and then we give them like this colored card, and so when they get the card, and then they give back the card when they go at the front of the entry, so we know that they didn't budge. And that was annoying because people wanted to budge. So yeah. I think like a really good example of like a convention that was a disaster because of its attendees was the Rainforest. It was a furry convention that happened. What number was it again? And that was a disaster because the attendees did not want to listen. And because of the attendees being so destructive to the hotel, that the convention couldn't continue on because the hotel started to tell other convention centers and hotels not to host this convention anymore because it was dangerous. So that was a convention that was ruined by attendees not wanting to listen. There are two conventions, iconic conventions, DashCon and Rainforest. DashCon failed because the actual con staff did not know what they were doing. And then Rainforest was shut down because the attendees were asked. So, see how that works? See, listen, be a nice person and like listen to us, or if you don't want this convention to happen, then yeah, be the biggest nonsense and worst person ever. But if you want this convention to happen, be nice, please. Where is 24? That's 23. Where's 24? There's 24. Like, we had people try to, sneak into the exit door just to get into the vendors because they didn't want to wait in line. Like, okay. But it's our fault, right? But it's our fault, right? That if something bad happens. It gets me steamy, it gets me heated. This goes in the back. Which side does it go? Okay, I'm just gonna put this in front of me. I have this on the side of my bed, but it's annoying. This way? No, upwards, that way. And then, so it wants it towards like this. Then it wants, okay, there's a little slot. Like that. Okay. Like this. Oh, it's satisfying. It like clicks in. Okay, there's one part of the torso. Okay. It's already 11. I barely got shit done. Oh my god. Yeah, people are annoying. Yeah. So whoever stumbled across this stream and never been to conventions, I guess to solve all problems, just be early. People are crazy like that. They're gonna wait forever. We had so many people like shocked. A23. We had so many people shocked. I had to remind myself. We had so many people shocked that like people were already lining up way ahead of time. And like they probably didn't want to, like they didn't even want to go in line because they knew that they couldn't make it as 23. Yeah. I don't know if you hear those like gunshot sounds. I forgot to close my window. I'm sorry. Just listen to them. Some lo-fi hip-hop. But yeah, I had a lot of fun with my cousin. Ooh, wait. Let me show you. I don't. What do you do? What do you don't? Do you not just hear the gunshot noises, or do you not like arrive early at your things that you need to arrive early for, as I've been complaining about? While you answer that, let me show you some gorgeous stickers that I got from the convention. I wasn't gonna... Yeah, you don't hear them. That's the right answer. It just ended. Let me show you this beautiful sticker. So this person, let me see if I can, maybe write down in the chat, maybe. Let's see here. Instagram. I just follow this artist because of I saw them at Any Revel, but they made these beautiful stickers. They sell these same stickers like as illustrations and stuff. Sorry, I'm just searching up here. They sell these, yeah, as illustrations and stuff. But I got the stickers because I thought the stickers were like really pretty as stickers. Their art name is, I'm probably not pronouncing this right, Akanyate. So Akanyte. I'll write it down in the chat. I do arrive early. I have anxiety from being late to stuff, and it makes me wake up before my alarm. Do you have a reference sheet? A reference sheet of what exactly? Sorry, I'm just trying to do other things. Wait, I just moved the camera. And yeah, I'm gonna chat this. Do you have a reference sheet of your model? I am currently like working on a reference sheet, but I'm like kind of bored of it right now. And so I'm just kind of going back and forth. I think I did that for one stream. But yeah. So that's their Instagram. I'm pretty sure they have a link tree so you can follow them somewhere else. But you should definitely follow them. Let me just show you the stickers. Let me get my OBS up here. Perfect. Let me just adjust my camera that I fucked up. So 2 of them I'm going to give to my friend. I just thought they were so stunning. Yeah, I get it. I never make reference sheets. Yeah, because you have to like think about everything now. Because you have to think about where everything is placed. But when I went to the convention, I was like, you know what? I'm not going to buy anything if I just see it and I'm like, oh, I think that's cute. Like, that's the rule. If I see something that genuinely stuns me, I will buy it. And I'm going to have to turn on my light for this. Ta-da! Here's my light. See, it ruins the vibe. So, these are the stickers. These are absolutely stunning. This one's my favorite. Look at this. Eat this. Swallow this. Digest this shit. Shit it out. Absolutely stunning. Look at these. The light is fucking it up. Here, let me just show you like this. Like that. Look at this. These are gorgeous. Those are so sick. Yeah, I have I've written their Instagram name in the comments, so if you want to follow them. And again, I think they have a link tree, so if they have other things, like they have their shop. But they usually sell this as prints. They usually sell these as like shirts. You can get like apparel with his art on it. You can get some of these, but these are just El Sol, the sun, here. So these top 3 I'm gonna keep. I don't know what any of this kanji says, but this is just stunning. The color harmony on these are absolutely amazing. Ooh, I turned off another light. I turned off my ambient light. There we go. This one, I think this one, he had a short stock on this. This one sold out. This is La Luna, the moon. So gorgeous. And these 2 I'm gonna give to my friends. I'm not saying that these are bad. I was just like, I think out of all the stickers, like I was having a hard time. Like it was, I think it was like buy 4, get 1 free. So I was trying to just get 5. I mean, these were absolutely stunning. Like I had such a hard time like figuring out which ones to get. But these were technically like my last choices. So I'm gonna give these to my friends. And I think I know which one wants each. I know one friend wants this one and the other one would want this one. Those are so sick. I love the middle one and the bottom left the most. Bottom. So these 2? These 2 right here? Yeah. These are stunners. Absolutely lovely. And like even these 2. Like if you just like bought these 2. Like they look so good together. Oh, did I get smoke on it? That's okay. I got stuff on it, but these stickers are so like high quality, like nothing is going to destroy these stickers. These are like vinyl, thick vinyl stickers. And I remember when I got these stickers, like I got these stickers because they were so beautiful, but I don't even know where to put them. I felt like it would be a waste if I just like put it on my like water bottle. Like I need to put this in places where it, like really counts. So I'm gonna like save these up until like I'll find like a cool place. to put these. Because like I could put them like on my computer. Oh, I have another sticker too. This is from a this is from a different artist. This sticker, this was their last sticker, and I thought it was so funny because it's actually so relatable. This is their sticker. If this ain't the most relatable thing you've ever seen in your life. This is so funny. This is so dumb too. Like, I don't even know where to put this. Like, is this okay to put on my water bottle? Everyone can like look at it and see it. Because it's like I have sketchbooks, and like I could put on my sketchbook, but I feel like that's a waste because I don't really use them. So true. Um, and then like I have like, yeah, again, a water bottle, but I don't know. I have like a mug, but I don't know. So, and it's like I have this computer too, my laptop. Let me just turn the light off. And I have like a laptop that I can put it on, but like I don't even like this laptop. I want to switch to a PC eventually, so it's like that's gonna be like a waste of space. But I'm sorry for the people that came here for like Gundam building, and I'm like not doing any of it, so gotta skip these parts. Sorry. I just like, you know, I just came back from an event and I want to talk about it. This part looks specific, or unless I'm going crazy. Oh yeah, it says not to cut off certain areas. Doop. And sometimes these things just like fly off. Another thing I got a Nendroid, one of my favorite characters, which I really wanted because the Nendroid character, it's like a very, very old Nendroid, so it's like kind of on that rare end. So I got that. I'm very happy about it. I say save them like some collectible cards. Yeah, I think you just know when the moment arrives. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, but I got that Nendroid, so I'm not gonna pull it out because whatever. But the interesting thing about that Nendroid is that it gets so old and crusty dusty that I literally thought the person sold me a bootleg. Which I did my research beforehand before buying it. It looked legit. But again, the painting job looked like so like unfamiliar to me. I'm so used to those like fresh, brand new looking Nendroids that like I just thought, hold on, do I need to dust any? I just thought it was a bootleg because it was so bad looking compared to like my more modern like Nendroids. Let me just use this one. But no, it was just so old. That's just how it looked. So yeah, I got a rare Nendroid of like one of my favorite characters. So that was a good convention. And then I got like it was like this cheap little keychain of like a uncooked French fry, which I can't pull out for you. I thought it was so dumb and stupid, I bought it. It was just like an uncooked French fry. It looks like a real French fry and they put it on a keychain. Like if they resined like a real French fry and they put it on a keychain, I mean, I wouldn't want to know, but like that's like I wouldn't be surprised if they did that. And they have like all these different shapes of fries. I had to like choose like, do I want the fry with like the greasy middle in it because there's no potato? Or do I want the short stubby fry where it's like more crispy? So it goes like this. Oh, like this. Like this. Work with me, like this. Oh, wait, the other way around. I'm a liar. Come on. Come on. Oh wait, it is in. Yeah, sometimes you can't tell if like the Gundam should be a snug fit or not. But this is the right. Hey. Pick one goes here, and then goes here. Come on. I don't want to push it in. I don't want to break anything. Come on. Hello. Yes, this is the right way. Oh wait, I'm stupid. Like... No wait, I'm smart. Hold on. Like this. Come on. Get in there. Come on. It's like just barely there. Also, yeah, I felt like it's like how I felt building my PC. I was so scared of breaking stuff. Yeah. Because if you snap something off, it's like it's over. Like I'm not even done like the torso or anything. This is the right way. Why aren't you participating with me? Not snap this in all the way? Come on. It's not like that. This. Come on, Japan. Come on. Come on, it's dark enough and you guys are having it's like morning right now. Give me your powers. Come on. It should be like a snap fit. This is so embarrassing. The hell? Yeah, this says there's nothing special. A23. I got A23. Yeah. Come on. Yeah, the whole like reference sheet thing, like I've designed mostly my model. Like I had an idea of what like I wanted to look like, but like I designed it with the model maker thing that I use, Vroid, mostly on that. So translating it into 2D is a little hard. So that's just kind of what I'm working on, and I'm just making sure that I'm putting enough detail in there to like make sure that people understand what I'm trying to what the vision is pretty much. Did I build this wrong already? Come on. Ain't no way. Like I'm just gonna have to force it in. Where's the lo-fi music when I need it? Come on, Spotify. Nothing's working. Spotify, this Gundam. Okay, there we go. It's working. I am confusion. Why is this A23, but it's not fitting? Japan, explain. I'm like really looking closely at it. Notice how like I have like these gloves. It's like actual surgery. My goodness. This is actually like I'm actually stunned. How am I on step 3 and I can't even get the torso bit to fit? Listen, I swear Gundam is easy to do. I promise you. Specifically me, I'm stupid, so. Yeah, for like the purchasing stuff, yeah, that's pretty much all I got. I think the Nendroid was like the biggest purchase, so yeah, I've been trying to like usually when I go to conventions, it's not like it's hard to admit that like I do spend a lot of money there. It's like it's really hard for me to just like not, because especially when it comes to like things like stickers and stuff, like sometimes like depending on like how good the sticker is, a sticker could be like $5 and that can like really add up, you know? And they give you this whole like, oh, like if you buy 3, it'll be like this much money and stuff like that. And sometimes it's very like it's almost common for people to use a square when they're at conventions and stuff. Let me look at my instructions. When they're at conventions and stuff, conventions and whatever. But there's a lot of people who still use like just straight like cash. That's kind of how it's always been for like the longest time. But of course, when you want to buy something, when you need to use cash and use the ATM, like it has like a fee to it. So you just have to be like careful and stuff. It's like you bring a certain amount of cash, it's like this is all I'm gonna spend, and then like it was a lie this whole time. Like I'm really focusing. It's like what the hell is not going on? And you know what? Streaming has really helped like teaching me like learning how to like speak to people and stuff. Because I feel like in the convention like I was trying really hard to um like speak to people and like help them like open up and like talk about stuff and like be friendly and stuff. And I feel like streaming like really helped a lot with like doing that. I think I think it's like for people it's really hard to start a conversation. So for someone who does this on the regular of starting conversations, it's like it felt pretty good because again like a lot of like anime people like they are pretty much within themselves and they like to kind of stay by themselves, but you know just to like spark conversation, especially when you're like when you have duties and you just ask them, it's like, oh, so like what did you do today? Did you do like the lines or like whatever? And you just kind of like start from there. Yeah, someone who bought all of Akira, in one go at a mall. I get that the deals lure and add up. Yeah, I have all of Akira as well. I actually read that a while ago. I do prefer, like, I still love the movie, but I do prefer the manga over the movie because there's so much more to it, and the ending is kind of different. I do kind of prefer the ending of the manga too. So, wow, I'm depressed. Oh god, it's 11:30. Oh my god. Someone's gotta tell me that like it doesn't have to go all the way in. What if I did it like the opposite way? What if I just like took this off and did this? I did this instead. Does that work? No, because the pegs are not going in. Look at the movie should have been like a trilogy. Yeah, I've read a lot. I've like watched and read a lot of things about the process of like Akira and stuff, and like how it happened, how they went about it and stuff. And apparently they started making the movie around like when the third book was coming out. Which is like weird. I guess Akira was in general popping off a lot. That they just like they were gonna make a movie before the series even ended. And so that's kind of like why Akira was the way that it was. But yeah, I don't know. Like what am I missing here? Yes. Yes. Okay. Is it this bottom bit or something? That's how the Tokyo Ghoul route failed heavily. You know, I wasn't too much into Tokyo Ghoul. Like, I kind of watched it because it was like the thing that people were watching. But I didn't finish it. I do have a Tokyo Ghoul shirt though. I do have like a Tokyo Ghoul like poster up here because like why not? It's like a cutout from a magazine. But I did like the concept of it. I don't know, I just like did not continue to watch it. Yeah, I feel like this piece maybe is like didn't pop in. I mean, yeah, these are working fine. About them. So this is how like the arm is gonna move. Little. Oh, whoops. Little. Man, so dumb. Maybe if I pop these out. Way. Backside. That's in. Didn't really like pop in, but I'm pretty sure it's not supposed to pop in because the piece right in front of it is supposed to connect it all. I'm gonna put these in. And it's like not going in. What's blocking it? I feel like this bottom piece is like it's not snug. I don't know. Come on, Ben. Like I'm getting angry. Come on. Okay, it's almost there. Come on. Ugh. I'm like forcing it in now. Like it's getting close. I might need to extend the stream if I need to. It's like these little prong things not going in. Like just let's okay. So here's a box cutter. What's useful about this is you can like go into areas and like pry things out. Like you can go into seams and like pry things out. Gotta be careful. And if you're thinking I'm destroying my thing, it's okay. I just like building it. And no, I'm just gonna move on with my life. Like, yeah, like some of the instructions are clear, but they should like explain to me it's like, hey, it's not gonna fit all the way, that's okay. Just like, at least do that, please. Because I followed the entire thing. Whoops. I don't want light because I want to make things cute. Let's just hopefully this doesn't fall apart. Ah. Okay, what do you want me to do now? Okay, let's do the little front things. A. A what? Nine and 10. It's like these little small pieces. 5, 6, 7. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. Oh, it's probably these yellow pieces. 8, 9. Okay. Uh, 9, 10, right? It's like pieces? 9, 10, okay. It's asking me to cut neatly, so I'll try. Okay, that just flew. I know where it went though. It's right in front of me. Yeah, that one's in front of me. It's like clipping your nails. I'm honestly so depressed about this torso. How the hell do I mess up in 3 steps? Perfect. Let's put these in. These little tiny little pieces. So this is gonna be like the front ventilators. Where you wanted me to do it? Okay. This. That way, no. This way. Ooh, so tiny. I hope you're hearing me okay. Things just happen sometimes, yeah. Especially when you just got like a Gundam after like maybe like a year you want it to, you know, be right first time and you're streaming it, you're streaming it. Tiny. Did I lose you? Did I lose you? Oh, there you are. Sorry, I had to turn the light on. Speaking of losing things, hold on. I'm losing my mind. Okay, I'm just kidding. I usually wear earplugs like on the regular. Oops. Like that. I wear earplugs on the regular. Audio is good? Okay. Thanks. Because I'm like kind of hunched over and like my microphone is like kind of near my cheek. But I wear earplugs on the regular. I have like those fancy loop earplugs. And for the earplug size, I use like extra small. And I always use those. I like clean it properly before I put it in my ear and stuff. You don't want to work too? Okay. And like recently I just lost like one of my little earbuds. I was standing beside my bed. I'm like, okay, ready to watch this. Let me just take this out. And I dropped it. I'm like, okay, I dropped it. Like, that's what's gonna happen. Let me just... And then like I felt it kind of go down my leg, so I'm like, okay, let me just look for it on the floor, and I'm like, I don't see it on the floor. And I'm like, okay, look, let me look under my desk. It's like, oh, it's not under my desk. I try to look kind of underneath the bed, and it was like not there. And I'm over here like, where the hell did it go? So I'm looking like, I'm like flipping everything around just to find it where it is. I'm like looking underneath my desk, underneath like around my desk legs, like areas where there's like dead bugs and shit. Like, where did this earpiece go? And I have not found it since. I have not vacuumed or anything or stuff like that. It's just gone. And I'm like, where the hell did this go? Like, I've looked everywhere. Like, did it bounce off like really far away? It's just gone. And so now I'm using like the small size earbuds, and like the small size earbuds, it's like if I wear it first thing in the morning, it's like okay, fine. But then like throughout the day, they do start to like hurt because they're a little bigger in my ears, and so I have to take it off and put headphones on, which I don't want to do. Um so now I'm sad because I'm like, and now it's like the thing that I have to use every day, like it hurts. So that's what's happening. EC1. The little baby one. The little baby. There's my baby. Which like sucks because the whole point of those headphones was so I don't have to wear headphones. Oh, sorry, the whole point of those earplugs was so I don't have to wear headphones all the time. So I haven't seen my sister in a while, so I'm gonna ask her if she has any of like those extra ones because she also uses them. But she works in like the music industry, so she uses them to just help with like making sure she doesn't damage her ears. And I think she has like 2 pairs of those or something. Let's see if she can spare some extra ones. Oddly enough, I lost one of mine in the car earlier, and somehow it was in my chest pocket of my. It was in my chest pocket of my shit. My shirt. Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm like, I have no idea where this could be. Like I checked everywhere in like the vicinity. It's like, do I need to check like the other side of the room? Like there's no way it just like went all the way that way. Is the one that way? That way. See how clear it is because on this piece, like there's a line. Where was it? There's like a line. Like, I don't know if you see it. Line. And then there's a little square hole thing. And so the instructions are saying make sure it's facing this way where the line is facing you and then put it in. Very clear. And for me, sometimes maybe not clear enough. So I guess this is his little neck area. PC4. I should probably rename the stream to like me crying over building a robot. I thought this was gonna be like a nice fun stream. So it's a little bulb thing, and now it wants me to cut off E6. E16. I think that was the clear one, right? E16, okay. That's a clear one. Eventually you just like remember. 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, when I went with my cousin to do the Gunpla 101, just so like we can do stuff. I was telling her, I was like, what do you think? This is like the stuff that I like to do. And she was like learning herself how to build Gundam. She's like, yeah, I thought the panel was cool, but I don't think I'll ever do Gundam ever again. I'm like, okay, whatever. To each their own. It can be like, sometimes it's not like people's type of thing. I think she was saying it's like, what's the point of like getting it if like you don't even get to like play with it? And it's like it's a little doll, right? It's like, well, maybe like, yeah, you could play with it, but like because it's like you built it, it's kind of more of like you put it on display, like an achievement thing, you know? Here we go, we got the waist going. Sorry if this is like off camera, some of these things. And again, I hope I didn't push that in way too much. Yeah, it should be somewhat valuable. Maybe I should just push it out a little. Sure, something like that. Okay, that's somewhat of the torso done. Oh, that is the whole torso. So I guess we got the torso done. This feels a little stiff. I'm just gonna push it out a little. Go. Yeah, it's okay. If it's a little stiff, I don't mind because it's just for display. I think it's just supposed to be kind of stiff, so I got the torso done. Jesus Christ, get me out of here. Oh my goodness. Okay, it's head time. Not like that. Let me get. Okay, where's the first? Okay, here's the first instruction. A28. You know, I'm kind of remembering, like, wait, this is A. 26, 29, 23, 24, 29, okay, that's 20, 26, 28, 28. I think this is why I do a lot of, like, high grade and stuff, because I don't think I can... Like, I'm clearly not that good at doing a lot of Gundam. So I think if I get something even higher than this, it's like, I gotta keep learning. Okay. Instruction says, do not cut off, what I'm saying. Instruction says nothing specific about cutting off certain areas, so I'm just gonna be confident. All part of being better, yeah. Because I like the idea of making a Gundam thing that, like, takes, like, months to make kind of thing. I kind of like that idea. Like, getting absolutely mixed in Tekken by someone much better. Yep. The story of my life, pretty much. Because they were also like you at one point, right? So... I think I have to get a sticker out. Faceplate. Let me get the stickers. Excuse me. Excuse me. Okay. Let me just reorganize this. Number 1. Okay, I think I need to go get my little tweezers. One moment. Okay, I'm back. Okay. Got my tweezers. Yeah, it took a little bit, took a while to, find them. Because I was looking at them, a black item on a black desk, pretty much. Thank you. I think I'm gonna extend the stream, maybe until I'm done the head, maybe. Because that head was just it was just tragic, pretty much. Just closer look. Yeah, it's hard to like get a grip on these like blue tiny. There we go. Get a good grip on that. Okay. Like maybe like that. Okay, maybe like that. Okay. Wait, was it the Hold on, I need to go off camera. Hold on. Okay, let's do the sticker stuff. It's gonna be hard. How am I gonna peel this off with just one hand? Rip this. Hold on. Yeah, I think I have to put this down. Oh, just when I got a grip. There we go. Okay. I guess it's time for the light. Oop. Aesthetic ruined. There we go. The issue with like these faceplate stickers, you kind of want to aim lower than like what you think it might be at. Yeah. That's perfect. Okay, I've had a hard time really like gripping onto this. Oh. He's okay. E1 and you know that's the clear one, and it wants 3. Excuse me, those 6. Tiny, tiny pieces. Okay, let me just check to see if I need more snipping. Oh, it looks okay. Usually the tiny pieces, you don't need to like do too much like extra snipping or sanding. Okay, cool. Yeah, I hope my like headphone is not like hitting the mic or something. Ma'am, you're gonna have to dissipate. Come on. Oh my, seems fine to me. Okay. Come on. Ah, okay, no, I didn't lose it. Oh my god, I keep dropping. Come on. Oh, I was doing it the wrong way. Oop. My fault. Go in. Oh my god. Move my damn light again. Oh no, it was beside me the whole time. Okay, never mind. Alright, I'm just focus here. Okay. This has gotta be it. Okay. There. No. 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 Get in. Get in. Oh my god. Ah, no. Please. Please. Okay. Goodness. You know what? I am kind of tired. This was a pretty bad stream, I would say. I think I'm gonna have to... Yeah, I don't know. I feel really frustrated. I think it's a... Yeah. Thank you. I hope you have a really good day. This was a disaster. I don't want to end it off on a bad note, but I think it's best if I just like stop for today. And I mean, I am at my limit of my schedule or whatever. You know, it's 12, so the conversation was nice, although the Gundam was not progressing a lot. Yeah, I know. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream, I think. I kind of enjoyed it. Yeah. It was great. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna cut it off right here. Okay. Okay, you did, of course. Of course, that's the right answer. That's the correct answer.